For ages, broken bones have been treated with projects, and patients going to set up with not having the option to scratch the impacted region. But why endure when there's 3D printing? Cushions are lighter, more advantageous and common sense than a strong cast. Moreover, they're made explicitly for each individual patient. As per American specialists, there is another benefit. They permit you to really take a look at the state of the skin all the more effectively. Anyway, the cost is not agreeable. It goes from $200 to $500. Might you want to pay the much? This robot will help in the quest for missing people. Quite possibly of the coolest highlights is the wireless identifier. Even the robot will in any case recognize a mobile phone and with a precision of a couple of meters in 2 kilometers, accelerating to 60 kilometers each hour and conveying as much as 10 kilograms payload. High-level programming permits it to work independently. And when the cameras get something, the information will be gotten by the administrator on the ground. Working temperature range is between 40 and in addition to 40 degrees Celsius. Also, most extreme working elevation is 3 framework, which is additionally utilized on certain planes, will assist with staying away from coincidental impacts in the air. We should move sensible and go to Australia, where designing understudies gathered the world's quickest sunlight-based controlled electric vehicle. It drove 1,000 kilometers in 11 hours 53 minutes and 32 seconds, which was affirmed by specialists, and somewhat later by the Guinness World Records, who gave an endorsement. Incidentally, the understudy group was driven by Richard Hopkins, previous head of activities of the F1 group Red Bull Dashing. As indicated by him, creating this vehicle would be excessively costly and numerous choices have been eliminated for the purpose of proficiency. Yet the group has plans for the vehicle to take part in the Bridgestone World Sun-oriented Challenge race. This implies traveling 3,000 kilometers through the Australian outback. Unfamiliar? One of the most special lightweight planes on the planet, composes the creator of this video. This is a 2-seat engine lightweight plane with a retractable gas turbine motor. The vehicle was made in the Czech Republic. The wingspan is 17 meters and the 46 strength motor weighs 20 kilograms. What's more, needs 2 minutes of cooling, previously collapsing the lightweight flyer. Can acquire 305 meters of elevation in a moment. It can fly for around 150 kilometers and perform very complex moves. Tragically, the fabricating organization failed to exist in 2010, and its site stays just in the memory of web documents. A pity, since the makers felt that these lightweight planes would be a decent choice for flying schools. Next, how about we take a gander at the new age of pilot preparing? These caps help pilots turn out to be valid specialists. The top model has 8K gold uniquely planned optics degree seeing point. This cap is agreeable in any event, while wearing glasses. It's 12% lighter and more conservative than past models. Furthermore, it includes a totally upgraded headband. In addition, the auto-eye framework turned into the first in the world to figure out how to investigate the eyes of the pilot. So it naturally rectifies the focal points, which is great if there are a couple of caps and a great deal of pilots. Finishing this variety of imaginative highlights is the jump movement sensor, which reproduction making preparing simpler and more agreeable. And the head protector is constrained by voice. For what reason do you really want cumbersome menus when you can simply say a couple words? Vehicle fans know that report about airless tires has been emerging consistently for quite a long time. However, everybody still utilizes normal ones. Nonetheless, Bridgestone has incredible news. Its airless tires are currently in the last testing stage. In February this year, they were spotted at a petroleum processing plant in Chiba, Japan. An electric small-scale vehicle was wearing a new item. The organization additionally had plans for the truck market. It just so happens, issues with kilometers and margin time costs a ton of cash. Bridgestone's advancement is known to be retreadable, better ready to endure vibrations and shocks, and all the materials utilized are recyclable. However, we keep thinking about whether Bridgestone will be capable to beat its rival. The French organization Michelin vowed to begin selling their airless tires in the following 2 years. As per the WHO, starting around 2019, about 2.2 billion individuals experience the ill effects of vision issues, and current urban communities frequently turn into a snag course for them. Fortunately, a group from Austria needs to make life more straightforward for the outwardly debilitated with these shoes. They have an assortment of sensors that distinguish snags and send signs to the wearer through vibration, sound, or light. The evaluation of a scope of around 4 mesas. They're pressed into a minimal residue evidence and waterproof body, a piece like an activity camera. Obviously, these shoes are viable with cell phones. You can get a couple for around $3,400, and assuming the client wishes, their customary shoes can likewise be updated. This amusing robot is intended to convey loads as much as 50 kilograms, and can work both on smooth stockroom floors and harsh territory. Specifically, it has no issue arranging slants at up to 17 degrees or 14 centimeter steps. On top of that, it advances rapidly as much as 6 kilometers each hour. An immense benefit is that it can be utilized for 17.5 hours on a single charge in any climate, as long as it doesn't get colder than minus 20 degrees Celsius. The stage on which the robot is fabricated can be effortlessly moved up to servers at janitor, safety officer, sprinkler, or then again whatever else that you can imagine. In this way, it's no happenstance that the group gotten the Mechanical Technology Organization of the Year 2022 honor. They additionally joined forces with Deutsche Telekom, Europe's biggest media communications organization. Still not a solitary development from Japan. How about we fix that? Honda architects have shown another interpretation of the wheelchair. The stunt is that you can drive it without utilizing your hands. The client simply needs to incline in the correct course, and the wheelchair will move. The framework works because of an extraordinary stance sensor, which precisely identifies developments, taking into account the position point and other boundaries. In addition, the wheelchair knows when to climb or slide, for instance while speaking with a sitting individual. The novel wheel instrument Honda Omni Foothold Drive framework permits free development in a 360-degree range, and effectively defeats street inconsistencies, as indicated by the media. This Honda project is still being worked on, so it's hazy when to expect the wheelchair markdown and whether it will be accessible by any stretch of the imagination.